Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happiness today. Yesterday, some hours ago, the likes of Abba Kyari, Super Cup Abba Kyari, trended so much on the social media. A lot of people did a lot of permutations and reactions. Of course, the police also reacted, saying, "Look, NDLEA, we are all security personnel. Also, check your own side." They took their time to explain a lot of the nitty gritties on how these guys bring in their produce, how it's been spread. Honestly, Nigeria needs your prayer. Nigeria needs our prayers. Well, before we go to the news report to find out exactly what the federal government have in stock for the Super Cup Abba Kyari, like you subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as you update our channel on YouTube. All right, let's go straight into the news. Well, last night there were strong signs that suspended police chief Abba Kyari, who was brought into custody of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) yesterday, will be extradited to the United States following his investigation into an unlawful drug deal. According to sources, the federal government has reached an agreement. The federal government have reached an agreement with the FBI to hand over the Deputy Commissioner of Police, who is wanted for taking a bribe from suspected celebrity internet fraudster, that's Ramon Olorunwa. Okay, take that again. Rahman Olorunwa Abbas, alias Hush Puppy, from a $1.1 million loot. It was also discovered that the police authorities held off on taking action against Kyari for 4 days until the presidency directed Inspector General Inspector General, that's Baba Osman, to hand him over to NDLEA. The NDLEA had declared Kyari wanted after disclosing his involvement with drugs and releasing a video of his effort to bribe operatives to the public shortly before he was released to the anti-drug agency, alongside 4 other police officers indicted for the same misdemeanor. According to sources, President Muhammadu Buhari got a briefing on Kyari from NDLEA chairman, that's General Buba Mawa. Sunday Obwa, an Assistant Commissioner of Police ACP Bawa James, and an Assistant Superintendent of Police ASP, Inspector Simon Agrigba, and Inspector John Nuhu are the other suspects detained. That's 4. That's ACP Bawa, Inspector Simeon Agrigba, and John Nuhu. The federal government was already finalizing the Mutual Legal Assistance Treaty, that's MLAT, with the United States on Kyari's extradition, according to top source in the presidency. A presidency source said the federal government has made up its mind to extradite Kyari when the NDLEA is done with him. There's already an ongoing talk between Nigeria and the United States. Already, the United States has forwarded indictment documents and some evidence to the federal government. It claimed that there is a prima facie case against Kyari. The arrest of the top police corps has confirmed the suspicion of the United States of America. The final stage is the invocation of the Mutual Legal Assistance Treaty (MLAT), and Kyari will be extradited to the United States for interrogation and trial. Another source said President Buhari was properly briefed by General Mawa before the agency released its fact sheet and video clip to the public. It was after the briefing that the agency set the machinery in motion to arrest Kyari and 4 others. 2 drug suspects linked with the Kyari group are already in the agency custody. The interrogation of the 5 police officers will begin on Tuesday, which is today, alongside 2 other traffickers in NDLEA's net. Both of them, and the police officers, will have the opportunity to face detectives on how Kyari became an intermediary. It is expected that this action may lead to the unearthing of the cartel in the country. I can assure you that this is one case too many. Well, how the presidency intervened. It's not said since last week the NDLEA requested the release of Kyari and 4 other officers by the police. They were to be handed over on Thursday, but no action was taken. The agency waited on Friday, Saturday, and even Sunday, till even the early hours of Monday, without any communication from the police. When the police were for dragging, the agency addressed the press on the facts and video clip at its disposal. NDLEA also declared Kyari wanted. The presidency immediately intervened and ordered the Inspector General of Police to arrest and transfer the suspects to NDLEA. A statement by the Director of Media Advocacy of NDLEA, Mr. Femi Babafemi, said justice will take its full course. The statement said, and I quote, "Few hours after he was declared wanted by the NDLEA over his involvement in a deal, the Nigerian police force has handed over Kyari to the anti-narcotic agency. Five of the wanted suspects were driven into the national headquarters of NDLEA in Abuja at about 5 p.m. on Monday to formally hand them over for interrogation and further investigation. The agency wishes to assure that no stone will be left unturned to ensure that all suspects already in custody and those that may still be indicted in the course of the investigation will face the full weight of the law at the end of the ongoing probe." God bless retired General Buba Mawa. May you live long, sir, as you keep sanitizing our system. Honestly, sometimes when I look at this old and honorable men, I still feel that we have hope. It reminds me of the days of the late Dora Akunyili. It was not an easy fight trying to sanitize uh, our social economy, trying to sanitize our next generation. The truth be told, some of this produce, when they come into the country, they are sold to humans, which at the end of the day, damages everything about them, their psychology, their social interaction, their health, you name it. It has very adverse effects. As much as we can keep this, I just hope that justice will be taken to will take its full course. But again, there's this general fear and notion that if we are going to go through and find out who are those behind all this cartel thing, I just hope that the thread and the investigation will not lead to top ranking if the likes of Abba Kyari could be indicted. A lot of people have been doing permutations and reactions here and there, saying that it just could be that there's a game plan being made by NDLEA so that Kyari can be his indictment or extradition to United States will take longer than ever. I don't think so. Even if it's a game plan, this kind of game plan will even dent his image much more. I think these guys are working. It's not easy and it's not beans, quote unquote, to indict a super cop like Kyari. Even up till now, the likes of Dre Boko is still in shock that a super duper cop like Abba Kyari could be indicted in such a heavy and nefarious deal. Let's meet in our comment section. What's your take? That just maybe Kyari may be extradited to US to face other allegations.